Have you ever found yourself staring at an array of objects, trying to make sense of it all? It can be quite the puzzle, right? If you're struggling with counting values in an array, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to group and count values effectively. I totally get it. Working with arrays can sometimes feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when trying to count specific values in their data. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user recently asked how to count issues with specific statuses in an array of objects. They provided an example array and wanted to know how to count the occurrences of close and backlog. Sound familiar? If so, let's break it down together. So what's the issue here? The user has an array of objects, each containing a status field. They want to count how many issues fall under each status. This is a common task in data manipulation, and understanding how to do it will make your coding life much easier. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that will help you streamline your data processing even further. To start counting the statuses in the user's array, we will create a new array to hold the results. This array will store objects with the status name and the corresponding count. Next, the user should loop through each issue in the original array. For each issue, we will check the status name and see if it already exists in the results array. Inside the loop, the user should check if the status name is already in the results array. If it is, we will increment the count. If it isn't, we will add a new object to the results array with a count of 1. Finally, after the loop has completed, the user will have a new array that contains the counts of each status. They can then log this array to see the results. Fun fact, did you know that arrays in JavaScript are actually objects? This means they can hold all sorts of data types, making them incredibly versatile. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using ES6 arrow functions for a more concise approach. They filter the issues array to count the occurrences of each status, specifically backlog and close. This method simplifies the counting process and results in a new array with the counts. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using a dynamic approach with an object to count the statuses. They recommend iterating through the issues and checking if the status already exists in the object. If it does, increment the count. If not, initialize it to 1. Finally, convert the object into an array of counts. That's all on that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative solution suggests iterating over the issues and using 2 counters to keep track of each status type. The user creates a temporary object for each status and checks if it already exists in the results array. If it does, they increment the count. If not, they add a new entry. And here's the quick tip I promised. Always validate your data before processing it. This simple step can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You should now be able to count values in your array with ease. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button for more coding tips and tricks.